If I'm not wrong, this was the last discussion that we have done. So we were doing the dplyr one, correct? We started with the tidyverse. In the tidyverse, we just started with the packages. So we're done with the reader, tibble. These two are done. And then we started with the dplyr because this is one of the most important package that we need to understand. In that, we started and went in detail. Select, filter, arrange, mutate, summarize, and pipe are done. Except rename, we're done with everything else. And also for rename, what I have did is I mentioned that go with this particular one. While doing it, you will learn what is the requirement for rename also. Do any of you has done this project, mini project? Hint? Any of you?
Hi, Mavir.
Yes,
I tried the first 4 questions. I think I was a little stuck with E and E. So after that, I didn't try actually.
That's good. That's good. That's good. You did 4. That is really good. Okay, wonderful. Anyone else? All right. So let's start with this. What we do is we just quickly complete this 6 simple tasks. Hardly it will take less than 30 minutes. Why I want to do this one is it is also going to be act like a quick brush up for what we have done in the entire dplyr, entire tidyverse to be precise. Okay. So we start with this, we complete it, and then we will pick up tidyr. So these two will be the ones that we are going to discuss today. So dplyr, a rename is pending, followed by the mini task. We will complete these two now, and we'll start with the tidyr. Okay. So since Sunita, you have already done, you can also help me with how to do this. And yeah, so before going with that, let's quickly go to tidyverse. Let me load it. So once I load it, automatically all the required things will be loaded. And also, let me check where is my working directory because I need the Chicago file. Here it is. Hope you remember all this set working directory, get working directory and all. I am expecting that. And then go with Chicago. Yeah. So I have Chicago data set here. You can see this is my data set. And based on this data set, I would like to go with 6 different simple tasks here. And these are the 6 different tasks. Okay. First thing, they asked for monthly average of PM 2.5. So I have, this is what PM, right? You can see PM 25 followed by mean 2 and all. So this is what actually I need, correct? But if you remember, or if you look into this particular one, if I want to calculate this particular one, I need the mean, that is average I want. First, we need to understand our data. If I want to do this, should I consider missing values or should I exclude the missing values? What is your view on it? Sunita, what you have done? Have you calculated as is or have you removed the NS?
Let me check it.
Okay. How about others? There is a very good reason why I have given this data set. Because it has missing values, right? So one of the first thing that we need to do is if you take any data set, the first task is supposed to be cleaning that particular data set. That is the most important one. Okay. So especially if you go to the SAS is very smart. The moment you apply for the mean, automatically, if you go with the proc means also, automatically it is going to exclude all the missing values. Correct? But when it comes to R, we need to take this extra care, right? So my very first task here is going to be, I need to clean my data. Okay, that is the first thing. Number 2, they're asking for monthly average. If you look into this, I don't have month at all. Correct or not? I have a city, temperature, followed by the date, followed by the averages and ozone. All these things will be there. But I don't have exclusive field called month. I don't have it. Right? So what is my second requirement now? Since in the first task itself, they are asking for what is going to be the monthly average, I need to be very careful about creating the respective fields at the same time, handling the missing values. Both the things I need to do in the first place. So that is the very first thing that I'm going to do here. So what I'm trying to do here, first thing, I don't want missing values. Second thing, I need the relative fields. So what I'm saying is, to accomplish the above task, we would need additional fields. You can also say, Murli, why can't I create a temporary field and I can go? You can also do that. Instead of this, because you need to do this on monthly, you can see here by weekday also I have here, you can see the third thing is weekday. And you can also see top 5 pollution days, correct? Count the number of days. There are few things which are additional available here. Just a sec. There are few additional things available here. So what we need to do is to consider that, especially the third task they mentioned weekday, right? So we should not go blindly. All we need to do is what is the requirement we need to analyze first. When you analyze the requirement, the first thing we understand is I need a month here, I need a weekday here. Obviously, better to have one more year as well. So year, month, weekday, 3 variables I would need. Number 2, my data has a lot of missing values because this is the first task itself. So I need to clean that particular one as well. So additional fields. What are the additional fields? The additional fields are going to be year, month, and weekday. So these 3 I would need for sure. Correct? So let's create them. So create this fields. So where I would need it? I would need all these things under Chicago dataset. In this dataset itself, I would like to update. Now, tell me, how do you do this? I want to create this new fields. So let's create them. Tell me, guys, how do you do this? Anyone? I want new fields in the existing, I want the new fields based on the existing variables in the data frame. How do you do it? Anyone? Krishan, Sandhya, Shubh.
So for this, we can use mutate function with duplicate.
Yes. Since you're already talking about this dplyr, so we use the dplyr functions. One of the easiest thing is going to be, I can go ahead with mutate. First, what we do is instead of disturbing the existing one, so let's try to create it. So Chicago, I'll go with the pipe. After the pipe, what we need to do? We are going to use the mutate function. Yeah, mutate. Under the mutate function, what we need? I need 3 different fields. Right? So what are the fields I need? Let's say I want to create year field. So year is equal to year of, what is the variable name? How to see all the variable names at one shot? How to see all variables in one shot? Simple. Contents. How do I need the contents? Can I use the glimpse? Remember, I use this glimpse of Chicago. It is going to give you the variables at the same time, just the details also. Can you see this? Simple. It has given these details. So these will be very useful because every time I want to copy paste it or I want to see the details, it would be useful. Now I can see date is the field. So this field I need to use it. First variable is done. Second, I need the month. So month is equal to month of date found. Okay. Anything I need to use here, or I can use it as it is. So next thing is I need the weekday. So weekday, because I need not the day, weekday I need. So I can just go ahead with W day. So there is a variable here, you can see this is the library date function. So W day of, I can go ahead with. So three variables I just have taken. Let's see first. This is my data. Look at this. I got year properly, month and weekday. Now, instead of saying what is 5, 1 and all, I just need them in a proper way. That is, I just need it in the regular representation. Month means January, weekday means is it a Sunday, Monday, these details I want. So that I already taught you. Simple, we can just go ahead here and I can just apply label. Label is equal to true. The moment I apply this, I'm going to get the labels instead of the numbers. Can you see now? This is the difference. Before I have 3, 3, but here I can clearly see what is going to be the labels. Right? Because it would be more, it would be easy, right? And so far, if you see, I haven't updated my table yet. I haven't updated my table yet. All I have done here is I just have created them temporarily. Now I can see the required results. Now what I can do, I can update my original data frame. Correct? Now I'm updating. Now you can see before I have 8, right? You can see here. Number of columns are 8. Now you can see the number of columns become 11 already. See, the 3 variables, I have added them here. Clear? The first task here is going to be, I just have whatever the required fields I need, these 3 additional fields I have created. First task is done. Number 2. Since this task is done, now we will go ahead with the second requirement. What is the second requirement here? Because I need monthly average, month is already created. I'm good with this particular one. I wanted to create the average of PM 2.5. If you see here, they use PM 2.5. That is, they have used a short name for this. You can see PM 25 T mean 2, PM 10 T mean 2. Like this, I have the names quite slightly different. Correct? So what I need to do, just make sure that I'm having the names which are related to me. So what I can do is, I can go ahead with rename variables for better understanding. It is optional. Remember this, it is optional. You can do or you can skip this particular piece. I'm doing it just because I just wanted to make sure that I wanted to have my details properly. Now, I haven't teach you what is this rename is. Correct? I haven't teach you that. Now, do any of you know how to go with the rename by any chance? How the rename works? Any of you, do you know that? It's absolutely fine if you know it. If you don't know, also fine.
It is used to change variable name.
True, that is what the function is. But how rename works, I mean to say, how it works in this, that is what I'm asking. Anyone know the syntax?
So it should be like the way we use for mutate in dplyr. Like for Chicago pipe, then rename, then original name is equal to the name what we want to change.
Excellent. Generally, that is how it works in SAS, because we are all coming from the SAS background, correct? In SAS, the old name is equal to new name, correct? It is actually reverse here. That's the reason I just asked it. Okay, so let me just explain this one also. Just 1, maybe 2 minutes, we'll complete this. Okay, what we need is rename. This I haven't teach. Let me do this. Okay, so rename, it's a simple one. It is going to be It is used to, as I can say, change the column names. It is used to change the column names. As simple as that. Okay. Syntax alone we need to understand. The syntax here is rename whatever the data frame or whatever it is, you can take it as it is. That is your data. New name, remember this is what is required. New column name is equal to old column name. So generally we do it in reverse, right? First you are going to write the old column name is equal to new column name. That is how we generally do it. But here it is going to be different. That is the only thing that we need to understand. Okay. For an example, maybe I just take one simple example and then we can go ahead and we can start doing that one thing. Okay. So I can also rename multiple columns, all these things I can do, right? So maybe I just prepare some sample data. Let's say sample data. So in the sample data, all I'm trying to do is, let's say I just take a simple data frame and the data frame is going to be, let's say, data.frame. I'll just go ahead with the subj subject. Subject is equal to, let's say, 3 subjects. So let's create it. And let's say create age is equal to a vector of 30, 35, 38. Oh, sorry. So 30, 35, 30. Okay, a simple data frame created. All I would need is in this particular data frame, I just wanted to change subj subject. Subject is nothing but, let's say in the DM it is going to be subject ID, subj ID. I just wanted to put like that. All right, all I need to do is I wanted to change it. Let's say df underscore rename, a new one, right? So df, I can go ahead with the pipe. Under the pipe, all I need to do is I just wanted to do the rename. So rename of old subject, new column name and old column name. So what is the new column name I wanted to do? I wanted to create subject ID is equal to subject. That's it. As simple as that. Done. Go to the df dataset here. Df rename. Now you can see the subject ID. So rename is a damn simple function. The left hand side is the new column name, right hand side is the old column name. That is the only thing that I wanted to remember. If I wanted to do multiple columns, just put commas over here. That's it. If I want to rename multiple columns, I can just do multiple columns again. Clear? Right? So there is another one also. There is another one also there. That is nothing but a rename with, and there are other things as well, but not required for now. Not required for now. What we need, we will go with that. Okay. So in a simple way, if I want to talk about it, old column name, new column name, 2 things. From the traditional approach, it is old is equal to new. But in this art, it is going to be new column name is equal to old column name. So we do the renaming here, and the renaming also we will apply there. Okay. Now, all I want to do is, I just want to take the Chicago data set now. In the Chicago data set, I just wanted to rename few things. Let's say a rename. Multiple things I wanted to do. So the first thing is, I have PM25 mean 2. This I wanted to rename. First one. Second one is, for just understanding purpose, O3 is nothing but ozone. I just want to put that one as well. And TMPD is nothing but the temperature. I want to rename all these three. So I need the new names now. The new names is equal to, let's say PM25. This is nothing but ozone. Just type ozone. This is nothing but temperature. As simple as that. All we have done is 3 names. I just wanted to rename. I have done with all the 3. So all I have done here is going to be new column name is equal to old column name. Okay. You can also add this particular one here because you are using the regular Chicago data set, and here is going to be the data set that I wanted to try now. Done. So this is the data set, right? You can see now already it has changed. It changed it to temperature here. correct? PM25 here, ozone here. Easy. So why I have changed it? Just for my convenience. And I'm already I just told you already, it is clearly an optional thing. If you want, you do it. If you don't want it, you don't need to do this. Okay? Then, most important thing, data cleaning. Cleanse your data. Cleanse data. That is, for mean calculations, we don't need to consider missing values. So we should go with the cleaning activity. What is the cleaning activity now? So remove missing values. Remove missing values. Should I do this all the time? It depends on your requirement. In this particular requirement, it is required. That is the reason we would like to clean our data. I would like to clean all the missing values. Okay. So where I wanted to do it? In the Chicago data set, I want to do it, and I want to remove all the missing values. So if you see here, all these things are depending upon three things. So what are them? What are the important fields here? Explore pollution levels, which is nothing but PM, temperature, and their possible relationship with the mortality and other dplyr, using the dplyr functions. So two important variables for me here is going to be pollution levels, another one is going to be temperature. So can I say that in these two, I don't want missing values? Can I say that? Correct? Can anyone tell me how to remove the missing values, please? Anyone? How to remove missing values? Yes, please.
We can update with mutate also, and apply
Mutate.
condition not any.
Mutate condition not any. Anything that you know
And
already?
there is one function, I don't remember exactly, complete cases. This function complete cases, by which we can have non-missing data.
How about
Filter,
this?
filter of
Yes.
Good 70. You see here, I have filter. We have already done this also, you can see here. Correct? Exclude missing temperatures. This is the exact requirement that I'm trying to do now, right? Yes or no? Go there. Okay. So one is temperature, but I have changed the temperature, right? Name I have changed it. This is the one. I also told you there is one more thing. I don't need in this. At the same time, I don't want this. I don't want to have the PM25 also. I don't want any missing values. Correct? So, comma, PM25. Comma by default act like a unoperator. Correct? So, this is, I want to filter. So, you can see it omitted 2402 rows. These many rows it has omitted already. But I wanted to create a new data frame because on this I wanted to do my operations. I don't want to disturb my original data set now because I'm going to lose the data if I do this. Correct? So I'm going to store this particular one in a new data set. I wanted to call that particular one as Chicago _ clean, a clean data set. Now a new data set has been created. Or in a R proper R1, if I want to talk about, a new data frame has been created. Correct? Now you can see I have a clear 2492 observations are there. That is nothing but rows are there. And you can see it's a clean data. Temperatures are not missing, right? PM25 details are not missing. Everything is clean. And this is the data I would like to use it for my calculations. So far, the three steps that we have performed here, this is not related to the task, or not related is not the right word. We have not started with the task yet. This is the first task we are doing. So to do that particular task, whatever the data that we required, that data is the one that we have done so far. We prepared the data. Now we started with the first one. Since the data is clean and readily available, all our tasks are going to be very simple now. Hardly from now, it is going to take 10 to 15 minutes to complete all the tasks. All right. Okay. Tell me how to do the monthly average.
Murli, little doubt in filter function. So here we have mentioned the temperature and PM25, right? So how does this work? So first it filters the temperature missing values, and from that observation, so will it take the
Correct. If you see
PM25.
on a whole, if you look into this, you don't find missing values in the PM25, and also you don't find any missing values in the temperature as well. Both of them it is going to filter. Both of them. And it's like a pipe, one after the other, one after the other. And okay, I'll answer this particular one is slightly different now. Okay, let's say that I'll go with this first. Okay, then temperature next. Just for an instance, right? Now, look at your Chicago, please. How many observations are there? Is it the same number of observations or not? Correct? When it, okay. Maybe your question, maybe let me tell you if my understanding is right or not. Your question is, first it is going to filter all the observations which are going to be in the PM25 first, and then it is going to take the temperature. Is that what your question?
Yes, Murli, because first whatever it filters first, so there might be some values with that. I mean, there may not be missing values for that observations which it has removed, right?
Correct.
So that's my question. We might lose some data in that process.
Okay. Thing is, I need a clean data in both the cases. Correct. Okay. I totally got your question. I totally got your question.
Why I'm asking, what my question is, because if I look, if we calculate temperatures differently, mean differently, then the number of temperature related observations might be different when we take with PM25, right?
You can see here, the first thing here is, I don't want to do it separately. I wanted to know the possible relationship as well. These two are head to head. Sunita, your question is very valid. Let me explain this. These two are head to head to me. Pollutions as well as temperature, and I want to know the possible relationship as well. Because ideally, I have not given the complete requirement also here. If you see, I thought someone will ask me, but no one has asked me here. Because if the pollution levels and temperatures are high, it leads to death. It leads to death. We also need to see how these two are related to death as well. That is my extension. So once we complete the GG plot, once we complete the the visualization part, this will extend. The remaining questions also will come here. Okay. So we don't want to do this individually. That's the reason if you see the goal, I clearly explained that. I clearly mentioned that pollution levels, temperature, and their possible relationship with the mortality, which is nothing but how it is related to the deaths as well. But the death related questions I have pasted here, because for that I need some visualization as well to put it. Okay. So that's the reason.
I have tried the questions individually, so I didn't see the whole. So
no problem.
That's
no problem. Question. But thanks for asking it. A very, very, very valid question. Thanks for asking it. Okay. And also everyone knows that, right? This is nothing but and. I don't want any missing values in the PM25. At the same time, I don't want any missing values in the temperatures, because I need both of them to understand the relationship with the mortality. Okay. That's the reason we removed both of them. Clear, right? Every one of you. Is that clear, right? Why we have done this activity? Good. Now, tell me how to do the average. How to calculate the average? I need to calculate the average, monthly average I need to consider. I have expected one question, but no one asked me. But why do you create a year here? Because you need monthly average, month is already there. Here I need a weekday, you created the weekday, fine. But why do you need year?
But data is for multiple years.
So
we need, we need monthly average year-wise.
If I simply take month, right? So let's say if I look into my data, as rightly mentioned by Krishan, I can see my data is 1987 is there. At the same time, 1993 is there. 94 is there. Multiple years are there. Correct? Each year, I have only 12 months, 12 different months. Right? If I look at only month, the month average for all the years together, it will come. That is not the right approach, right? I need to give the monthly PM, this pollution average for each month for each year. Year-wise month breakdown is the one that I need to give. That is the reason I need year as well. Clear? Hope this also understandable, right? Because since no one asked, I just raised the question on myself. Okay. So, but by considering you, I understand that you have you know the answer. That's the reason you haven't asked this question. Good, good. Right. So now let's proceed. Tell me how to calculate this also, guys, please.
So first we need to group by year and month.
Okay. So tell me the approach. Tell me the approach. Okay. Can I say like this? Yeah, as you are saying, Krishan, what I need to do is I need to do the grouping. Grouping need to be done by two. What are them? First year followed by the month. These two grouping I need to do. Next.
Then need variable PM25 on which we are going to apply average.
Okay. Mean function I am going to use and calculate the average. Okay. Average calculations. For average calculations, I would need mean function.
Mean function.
Okay. But mean functions which are part of in the dplyr, these are going to be part of which function again? Summarize. Remember this? Do you remember the summarize? All of you? Group by alongside of the summarize, I need to use it. Did I teach it? Summary? Yeah. Summary is also there. Summarization I have to do. Okay, that is the next thing. After that, so I need summarization. For summarization, summarize. Next. Anything? One more thing I need to do. After the summarization, my data come maybe in any way. I don't know which, like where the data will come. So I need to do one more thing there. That another thing that I need to do is sorting. For sorting, which one I need to do? Arrange.
Arrange.
Okay, function.
Yeah, we have arrange because you're using dplyr, right? Everything we can put it. So group it, do the calculations by using the summarize, and then just put it into the arrange. Right? So these are the three functions I need to do. Okay, let's do this first. So first what we need to do, Chicago clean is the data set that I'm going to do. That is the data frame I'm taking it. Correct? On top of it, I just wanted to go with the type. My first set of operations that I wanted to do is going to be group by.
Group by.
And group by, I need two variables. One is going to be year, another one is going to be month. What are the names that we have used? Same names only now, year and month. Good. Okay, first set is done. After that, this output, I need to pipe. That is, I need to redirect this particular output to another set, which is nothing but
mutate.
Summarize. I want to summarize. Correct? Under the summarize, I want to calculate variables. What variables I want to calculate here? So one is going to be average PM25. Correct? This is what we need to do, right? Monthly average. Okay, let's do. What is the name? PM25.
PM25.
So average PM25. So average PM25 equal to, I can use it here, and I can just go ahead with the mean of which one it is? PM25. Now, there are two things. Suppose if I don't do this cleaning activity, even if I take the complete data frame, here I can do one more thing. What is that? I can simply apply na.rm is equal to that we can. Okay. So I'm just adding it for your reference here. So if I don't clean the data set and perform the operation also, I still get the right thing by doing it. If someone forget this particular one, you can just do it upfront, just making sure that, okay, guys, I just wanted to ensure that I wanted to clean the data here. So I can clean the data first and then do the excluding the missing values while doing the calculations. Anything is fine. Anything is fine. Suppose since here a temperature also I removed now, I'll do one thing. I'll also calculate average temperature. Just like that. Because you don't require it, I'm just doing it. So temperature here like this also it is. Right? This is the another one. So when you want to do this? When you don't want to go ahead with
data cleaning.
Yes. This part is also done. What is the next thing? Once I'm done with this, I can go ahead with
arrange. Again, pipe.
Pipe. Arrange. Then year and month. This is what the arrangement, right? I wanted to sort it on these two.
Like group by, understand.
Group by followed by order by. The order by is nothing but here
arrange.
That's it. Right? See this? Okay. Now you can see the data is available very clean. You can see 98, Jan, 98, 98, like this. It has given the data. Now, thing is, you can see here, right? There is something you can see here. Did anyone know what it is? Do any of you? It is saying that you can override this using dot groups argument. Correct? What is the drop group argument? So this is like it is not a warning, it is not an error. It is something, a notification that you are getting. Still, if you wanted to suppress this particular one thing you can do. What you can do is, this is actually because of the summarization. This will come because of the summarization, because it is going to have the summarize that to grouped output. So one of the way you can suppress this particular one is, you can give, they clearly mention something, hey, you need to use dot groups, correct? So let's use the same. I wanted to go with drop groups. So drop groups is one of the argument. It is having 4 different values to deal with. So one of the easiest value that I can consider is, I don't want that argument, I don't want that to present in my notification list. Simply go with the suppress, that is drop. Nothing else you need to do, just drop. See now, did you get it? Before, right after this, before your output, the first argument is this, correct? The first notification is this. Now look at this. I don't have that, right? So dot groups, whenever you are using the summarize, if you don't want to see that additional notification, one best thing simply you can do is you just go ahead and just add dot groups is equal to drop. Okay. Now So we have done this here, but we have not stored our output into any of it. Now, this is the monthly summary, monthly average, correct? Let's use it. This is monthly average PM 2.5. That's it. This is our first task. Now I'm just storing this in a data frame. This is the data. You got it? Everyone, right? 98, 99, 98, every year you can see clearly the data, whichever the data it has calculated, the data properly put it on the year followed by the respective months in the ascending order. Correct? This is our first task. This is our first task. Now, let's move on to task number 2. Top 5 worst pollution days. What is the meaning of it? What do you mean by worst pollution days? Anyone?
Where pollution is maximum. High.
Exactly. Highest values of pollution where we have that data I need. So pollution here will be represented based on what? PM25. Correct? I need to have the PM25. So what is the first thing I can do? Chicago clean. This is my data set. In this particular data set, first I need the highest. Highest means I can just go ahead with the descending order of the sort. In the descending order of the sort, PM25, I can take it. Correct or not? That is what I need to do. So which function it is? Arrange.
Range.
Arrange on what? PM25. That to what? Descending order. So descending order of PM25. Correct? Now, see, first we see until this. Now you can see my entire data has been sorted based on the PM25. You can see 61 first, 56.5, 56.5, 52, 51, and it is already sorted in the descending. After sorting in the descending, what I would need now?
Head of clean.
Sorry.
Head of clean, then it will be taking the first 5.
Anyways, here I have that output. I can pipe it, right?
Yeah. Pipe
I can pipe.
Yes, pipe and head off.
Pipe it and I can just take the head off. I can take head off will be individually. When I'm going with the output, it is going to be slice, not the head off, slice.
Okay.
Okay, let me show you first.
So here we only have to sort by
that's it, right?
PM25 value, or like we can consider rest columns as well, like PM1 to 5 or.
Okay, wonderful. Very good question. Anyways, I have my data. Why do I need all my data here? All I required is going to be PM25 on which date it's sufficient, right? Correct or not? Why do I need all other columns? Simply PM25. Highest alone, if I take it, I don't know when it is. So what I can take now? I can take the date and PM25 together. These two will give the clarity. Since I'm also looking at what is going to be the relation with the temperature, maybe I can also include the temperature into the consideration. 3 columns are more than sufficient. Correct or not? I don't want all the columns. I just need the 3 columns. So I can do that one as well. Okay. Tell me how to do that. Nothing but I'm selecting. Excellent. Excellent. I'm just selecting the data. Guys are asking very good question today. Wonderful. I'm glad. So one is date. Second is going to be, I need PM25. Third, optional. I can keep it. I don't want, I can remove it. Just keep the temperature because I just wanted to know the relation. Right? So if I take these 3 now, see the output. Only 3 columns are there. Correct? Just 3 columns. So which date it is, what is the value of PM25 and what is the temperature for that. Next, as we talked about, I don't want all of them. I just need only top 5. Slice. In this, you can also see slice. I have multiple things. Here you can see slice head, right? I can use slice head. I can use also slice tail. Tail is going to give from the bottom. Head is going to give from the top. But how many are required? By default, it is going to give 5. We all know that. Sorry, by default, it is going to give 6. Head is going to give 6. I can n is equal to 5. N equal to 5 means first to 5 only. Done. Right? And now this data, I just wanted it in the data frame. So far, I haven't created any data frame. Now I'm going to create it. Top 5 worst pollution days. I can use the same. Okay. Top 5 worst pollution days. Now it will go to a data frame. Here is your data frame. Done. Now, second one is also done. Now go with the third. Average PM 2.5 by weekday. This is a repeated one. I can say that monthly average we have calculated almost in a similar way. I can do it. Let's do it little quicker now. So what is nothing but PM average PM 25 for by weekday. Remember, this is very important. I don't want weekday is going to be part of month. It is going to be part of year. I don't want to do that. I want to see which day, how, this pollution is going to be high on, what is the average pollution on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is how I want to see it. This is how I want us to see it. Correct? So that's the reason what we can do is we don't consider any year. We don't consider any month. I don't want year. This is monthly average means, yes, I can do that. The moment I go to the weekday, the data will be more granular. I don't want to do that. I wanted to have it at a weekday level, not at the year, month, and weekday. I wanted to have only at a weekday level. So what we can do now, I can simply say, this is average PM 20.5. Tell me. Anyways, I have which one? This I can take it. Because it's a repeat, right? Now you can see grouping. I need to do the group by, but I need to do the group by on the weekday. So first thing is weekday. This is done. Second, I need to do the summarization. Summarization, I just wanted to do it only at the PM 25. Correct or not? Only at the PM 25. Done. I can use the groups is equal to drop. So what I got now? For every weekday, I got the summarization. Then what I need to do? What I need to do in the arrange. Should I do any arrange here? Yes, I can. Maybe just I wanted to see. Maybe if I arrange average, if I put it here, what I'm going to get now? Highest average will be, lowest average will be at the top, highest average at the down. Now you can see Sunday, Monday like this. Or if I wanted to do it in reverse, I wanted to see where I have the highest pollution. Just put it in the descending order. So now you can see I got my data for each weekday when I'm going to have the highest level of pollution. On the Wednesdays, you can see Saturdays and Sundays are having the least pollution compared to the weekdays. That too, on the Wednesday, the pollution is really high. This is the level of insight that we wanted to look at. This is the level of insight that I wanted to have it. Now, I can just create this particular one by using I just store this particular one in my this. That's it. Since it's a repeat, just we wanted to understand how to place it properly. How to place it properly. This is the one. Third one is also done. Now, can I say this is nothing but yet formatting? Guys, in SAS proc format. Correct or not? How to do this here? What you need is create PM25 category. I wanted to have 3 different categories. Any idea how to do this? Any numbers are given? What is good? What is moderate? What is unhealthy? Sunita, how did you complete this? Because I haven't given these details.
I did a little Google search and then approximate values just for that.
What are your approximate values?
Let me check. I think I have taken PM25 mean less than 15. It's like good.
How much is that?
Less than 15.
Less than 15. Good, very good. Less than 15 is nothing but, yeah, less than or equal to 15 is good.
And PM25 greater than 15 and PM25 less than 45 as moderate.
Okay, around 40 is the good number. Okay, 40 is moderate. Okay.
And greater than 40, 45 unhealthy.
Greater than 40 is basically unhealthy. Correct.
I have used case when.
That's okay. You take any values, I'm absolutely fine. See, the numbers not matters. How to do is matters to me. Correct or not? Good. Good. So you did some homework over there. That is really good. All right. Let's start. So Chicago clean again. So I wanted to calculate how to do this. Case when. Remember? We all did this case when. Correct? That is what I need to use it here. So first go with the mutate, because the mute columns I have to create. Under the mutate, the new columns I have to create. The new column is nothing but PM 2.5 category. Let's use the same name. PM 2.5 category. This is what I need to do it. This value is equal to, it is going to be depends on case when. It's a dplyr function, correct? So if my PM25 value, where is this PM25? Yeah. If this PM25 value is less than or equal to 15, then I just wanted to go ahead with good. Second, this is smart enough, right? We don't need to do much. PM25 less than or equal to 40. It means that anything over 15 until 40, it automatically takes that particular one, which is going to be moderate. What's the last one? What's the last one? Either there are two ways I can do here. One, any other than these two, any other condition is true, automatically we can just go ahead with unhealthy. So for that, maybe let me try this. I think it should work. True. If anything is true, I can go with PM25 greater than 40 also I can use it. Both of them are okay. Unhealthy. Right?
Moderate you have to do lower value as well, right?
It will automatically take. That's what I'm trying to say. It is smart enough to do that.
Okay.
Right? That's the reason I explained. It automatically can do that. Okay. Here it is. You can see. Moderate, good. I wanted to see anything high is there or not, because I wanted to consider that. So let me do one thing. Let's put it into this PM25 category. Unhealthy is there. So for unhealthy, 56. Working? Working? Everyone. Right? All we have done is a simple case when statement we have used, and conditionally we have added this.
Murli, shouldn't we give this for moderate 15 to 40?
We can. I'm telling you, there are alternatives we can give. The moment you say, okay, I'll do one thing. Let me show here. Let's say, can I say this is 15 to 20? Or you can say this one. Oh, 1 second. Take this one. This is less than 50, less than 15, sorry, less than 15, these two. Automatically has taken. Now look at this particular one, or even you can take this particular one, 21.40. This is a very good example, 15.60. 15.60, has it taken moderate or has it taken good? It means though you haven't given the value of 15, greater 15 to 40, though you haven't given that, it automatically taken it. Let me tell you how it works. First, anything less than or equal to 15. Anything less than or equal to 15. For all of this, it will apply good first. It is done. Now, it will not touch the records which are satisfied this condition already. Let's say I have 10 records. Out of the 10 records, 3 of them satisfied with this condition. For 3, it is updated. Now, the second condition that I wanted to check, it is going to check that particular one on the remaining 7 records only. Now, in the remaining 7 records, this less than or equal to 15 values will appear? No, right? Correct? Now, what is the second condition I'm applying? Less than or equal to 40. So, what are the 7 values that are going to appear here? Anything greater than 15 only will be part of this particular condition. Did you get it? It is like if else. In SAS, you have if else, right? What is the difference between writing multiple ifs or multiple if else? Suppose if I go with the if first condition, when I go with the else, what is going to happen? The first if condition, whatever satisfies, those records will not appear in the else. Am I correct? That is how if else will work, right? The same way it will work here. Did you get it, or you have a question in this? Sunita, you also have this question, right? Is that clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, this is D. Now, let's go to the aggregated overview of each category. What is the meaning of it? What do you mean by aggregated overview? Each category we are looking at.
The sum of each category which we created, like good, moderate, and healthy.
Aggregated overview of each category. That aggregation we haven't mentioned what exactly we need there. Correct? Do you need what I can call it as?
We can take sum of each numeric column.
See, for each category that we have created here, this is what the category, right? For each category that we have created here, good, for moderate, for unhealthy, for each of it, I need the overview. Overview of what? Because this is already PM25. There is nothing with pollution. We already have a pollution, right? What overview I'm looking at now? I already have the pollution category, correct? What is the relation I'm looking now? This is where we need to dig a little. Now go back to your question once, the goal. Check this. What I have already? I already have the details about pollution, correct? For each pollution category, with what I wanted to have a relation.
Temperature.
Excellent. Death I haven't talked about. I haven't given the death details yet. This is done. Now I have relation. I wanted to check it. How these two go head to head, I wanted to see. So I need to look at what is the temperature relation. Aggregated overview, because I can see the average values of PM25 already. I grouped it. Now, for each of it, what might be the average temperature? I can see. Got it? Sometimes we need to have, when you are not clear, generally, these are called requirement gathering, right? So every question or every task that they are asking for, we don't get a clarity in the first instance itself. It's not possible. It's not possible, right? So we need to ask questions. Hey guys, this is what the requirement. So can I know the requirement exactly here? What is the aggregated overview of each category that you are looking at? Category you created here. For this category, what is the next thing that we need? This is what requirement gathering. We need to gather this. Okay. Now I'm saying that I wanted to have a relation with temperature. Let me write it here. Otherwise, when you see later, you may forget this. Let me write it here. Wanted to have how average temperatures are related to each pollution category. This is what I wanted to do. So Sunita, now you are getting clarity what we wanted to do here, because the question is not clear for sure. This is part of requirement gathering. This at least you can do. You did it already, but this one you seek a clarity. But last one should not be having a problem. It shouldn't have a problem. But anyways, we'll come back.
Yeah, I didn't try it.
That's okay. Last one is the damn simple one. Okay. Now you can see there are two things. You can update Chicago clean itself because I need the category. I don't want to go with the new one. I need the category there itself. So what I'm trying to do is this one, I'm updating the Chicago clean data set itself. I'll tell you why I want it. Because I need this category now. On top of this category, I want to do it. Correct? So I updated there. Now I can use Chicago clean data set. What is the first thing that I wanted to do? Grouping, because I need it for each of the PM25 category. This is my grouping variable. Then what I want? Somewhere here we have done summarize, right? Take the summarize. Summarization of what? I wanted to go with the average temperatures now. Take the temperature. Temperature is the one that I wanted to do. Same. The remaining all same. And also, I can also see the counts here. If I wanted to do, I can also do the counts here. Maybe just I'll add it. So count is equal to n of. I'll tell you how it works. Let me show you the data. It is really good. It is really good. Now, look at this. What it is going to give you. Let's have a look. What I'm getting here. Actually, good. And the average will be more than sufficient. But average of what? That is also important, right? Average of how many records? That is the reason I have taken the count. That is, I have taken the average of 1,302 records, right? So 1,302 records we have taken into the consideration. For them, the average temperature is 50.6, right? Average temperature is 50.6, and you can see that pollution levels are good. But look at this. What is the inside that you can see here? Anyone? What is the inside that you can see here? Temperatures and pollutions are directly proportional. Correct or not? Yes. As the temperatures are increasing, pollutions are increasing, and vice versa. Correct or not? Am I right or not? This is a good insight, right? How I wanted to see, you can see as the temperatures increasing, obviously the pollutions also increasing, or if the pollution increase, the temperature also will increase. Right? This is the inside. This is the inside. And also we can see on a whole, right? The average, if I look at the pollution, we are not bad. On the whole years, 1987 to 1998, we have taken the data here. In this, I can see only 40 days. How many days? Just 40 days. We have unhealthy pollution. Still, it is a good number. Still, it is a good number. Correct or not? It is not bad. It is a good number. But what is the worrying part? The worrying part is almost good and moderate are almost same. Just 200 difference. 200 difference. That is nothing but most of our good days are turning into good pollution days are turning into moderate pollution days. So it is a alarming condition. It is a alarming condition. We need to act on it. Remember, our data, we are not just producers of the data. Whatever the data that we are trying to give or whatever the data that we are producing, we need to see how it is impactful as well. How it is useful for the business as well. That also we need to know. That is the reason we will be call it as mostly data analyst and the business analyst. Because we understand the business and create the insights. Am I clear now? Do you understand? Now you tell me, is it a simple task or is it something the task is helping us how to understand the business? Now you tell me. Do you think it is meaningful now? Though I have just 6 simple tasks. Yes?
Yeah, it's quite interesting actually. Thank you.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. See, we need to give value add. If you don't give a value add, there's no point of doing it. Right? Now, this is nothing but category summary. Category summary or category overview. Now, this is the another data frame. So, where is this category? Here it is. Now, you can see good, moderate, and healthy for each of it. What is happening? Now, last one, the simple one. This is very simple, just one line. What is the last one? Here, count number of days in each PM25 category. Actually, I have already done this here. We already done that. This is the one we are looking at. Okay, but let me do it separately. All we need to do is take this from the Chicago clean. All I would need is count. Before we have used either enough, all right? Since I'm looking at the category wise, I can also do another thing. I can simply say count of followed by PM25 category. Same count. N of is records, overall records. This is nothing but count of, okay, how you can see is count of star in SQL. Another one is count of a specific variable, count of a specific variable, count of subject, right? Like that. Now, count of star is nothing but your N of. Now, count of PM25 category is going to be the, how you can calculate the count on a specific variable. Since we have taken the clean data, both of them will be, okay? This is nothing but count. Let's say category count. Okay? Done. Now you can see this one, both of them are set 1302, 1150, 40. 1302, 1150, 40. Clear, everyone? Easy. Now, did you understand how we can go ahead with this? Every one of you? All right. You want another project like this? Simple. Not a can't call it as a project, a mini project. If anyone wanted to do it on the weekend?
Yes.
Okay. Probably tomorrow morning I will provide this because I cannot wait for long. So what I can do is tomorrow morning I'll provide, or at least tomorrow by evening I'll provide. Okay. So tomorrow we have class Friday, right? So tomorrow what we do is we will go ahead with the another interesting topic, which is nothing but, where it is, this one, tidyverse. Okay. So dplyr is done. We will go with the tidyverse tomorrow. Okay. Thanks everyone. See you tomorrow. Take care.